let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Mexico City Diablos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
We play to win. Let's go.
Set 8-3.
Right there. 6-man.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off play action. Costello. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his off season. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go. Motion.
And a football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. Hey, come on. Check 53,
Second and 9 now. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Zadarius Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Mike, 53, Mike. Go. Switch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. That will get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st down, Costello throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
70, Indy.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Looking to throw. Costello. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He's crossing. He's checking credit. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run here with Robinson. They find some open field here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Off the play fake. Costello. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Bravo!
Operating from the gun. Costello is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Got it. 55. Check 55. Mike.
From the gun, Costello. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 53's right. Let's go, Captain. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
58's the money. Don't say nothing. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Off play action. Costello. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Come on, baby.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Costello. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 50, play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Costello. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They'll run on 1st down. Swift trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give them 32 on the play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Swift. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing on 1st down. Costello. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Sammy Watkins. Touchdown, Cleveland. The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. This one fielded at the 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff to Mixon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Shift, go. Rush in. Watch twist.
They'll run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check 3. 36. Hey, switch gears. Let's go. Come on. Slam. Check. Shift. Alert flare.
They run. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Jump.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the home team here, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying